What did you think about this ruling?
It's a surprise. It's a surprise on a couple of different levels. First, there's the size of the award. It's about $2 million, bigger than any award of this nature in the past. Second, the fact that it went for the gay family. It looked like early rulings might shift it over to the Robin Thicke, Pharrell Williams side of things. But the third thing is this shouldn't have come to trial. Most suits of this nature are settled before they get this far, and there are many suits of this nature. They're settled for share credit on the publishing rights, or they're settled for a lump sum.
So what kind of precedence does this set when we have a $7.4 million price tag and it did go to court?
Well, I think if I was in the music industry, if I was in the publishing side, if I was on the label side, I would be preparing for a lot more suits of this nature. And it needs to be said, there are already a lot of suits of this nature. There are copyright lawyers who say when a suit of this nature is brought, whether it has merit or not, sometimes it's just someone trying to extort money out of songwriters and producers. I think that's a little extreme. Some of these suits have merits, some don't. We're going to see more of them, and I suspect we're going to see people looking for more bigger sums.
What was it about this that made it go to jury to begin with?
It's a very good question, and of course, I haven't spoken to legal counsel on both sides, so I can't tell you if Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke's lawyers were unwilling to settle or if the gay family was unwilling to accept a settlement. But they were geared up for a fight. Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke tried to get a peremptory judgment. They tried to blow this out of the water before a suit was ever filed. And once it got there, it was just fight time.
And how hard is it to really prove? I mean, if you're listening to something, it kind of in the back of your brain inspires you.
Well, I think if you were listening to these two songs back to back, it wouldn't be in the back of your brain. There's a real similarity here, but that's what makes this so interesting. The judge didn't want these tracks played back to back. He told the jury to look at the compositional element. In other words, to look at the sheet music. And that's when we thought it was going to really lean towards the Thicke and Pharrell Williams side.
Last question. The music industry at large, how can they revamp best practices to kind of take this out of play?
Well, you know, in the hip-hop world where music is built off samples, the music industry, they use experts to listen to the tracks, to identify the samples, and to say, look, I think we have enough here that we need to go get this cleared, and I think we're going to see a similar sort of thing just on original compositions. You're going to have people listening to say, I think we may have an issue here. Let's get ahead of this before it's a problem.